Well, hey folks, it's Mike from Profiling Evil, and I don't often break away from weekend time up at the cabin, but I couldn't hold off any longer. Did you see the news? Chad Daybell's trial date has been set. And can you believe it? It's set for April 1st, 2024. That's April Fool's Day. Well, I don't know about you, but I thought it was really comical when Lori's sentencing date was set for July 31st. That's Harry Potter's birthday, and for those of you that were following all those wacky texts between Chad and Lori, where he quotes Harry Potter and says he's like Harry Potter, I thought, doesn't that really just make you smile? But then, to hear that Chad Daybell's trial is going to start on April Fool's Day, I just couldn't stand it, and I had to let you all know. Now, if you remember, Chad and Lori were indicted back in May of 2021. So this thing has taken a long time getting there. He waived his right to a speedy trial, but Lori demanded one. And boy, it didn't work out for her. She's now facing sentencing after being convicted on all those charges. But now, Chad Daybell will be facing a jury in Ada County. That's back up in Boise where the last trial happened. And the thing that's going to be really interesting to see is if the judge is going to allow this one to be publicized and videoed from inside the courtroom. You remember, he didn't allow that during Lori's trial, and that really frustrated a lot of people, but it made really good sense because it was important that Chad's trial be protected and that he's protected and given every opportunity to have a fair trial. And frankly, folks, we want him to have a fair trial because we don't want his case overturned if he is convicted. And there is a batch of evidence. So there's a couple big things on the table that are going to be interesting to see what the prosecution does. One is they've got to make a determination of whether they're going to seek the death penalty. Now, if they seek the death penalty, they have to let the defense know and the court know in the next couple of weeks. So that time frame is coming really quickly. And then it's going to really boil down to if he is facing the death penalty, I think you're going to see a plea negotiation because he's got some real strong indications based on Lori's trial that things aren't going to go very well. And frankly, the only thing that'll keep him from being executed is maybe a guilty plea where he agrees to share some information. But that's only if the victims and the victims' families agree to this. And so that's going to be really important. And I guarantee the prosecution is going to be reaching out and talking to family members to see how they feel about things.
We begin with breaking news in the upcoming trial against Chad Daybell. Court filings show the start date for that trial is set for April 1st of next year. It's expected to last through May. The trial will be here in Ada County. Last month, an Ada County jury convicted Daybell's wife, Lori Vallow Daybell, of killing her two kids, JJ and Tylee. She was also found guilty of conspiring to kill Chad's late wife, Tammy Daybell. Lori will be sentenced July 31st. Meanwhile, Chad faces numerous charges, including 3 counts of first-degree murder and 3 counts of conspiracy to commit murder of Lori's 2 children and his late wife. He faces life in prison or the death penalty.
So, April 1st, 2024, that's when Chad's going to go on trial. Now, the prosecution and the defense have to have all their discovery in by February 1st. And there's going to be a pretrial hearing about that time to see if this thing's going forward and those dates are going to hold. Again, Chad's shown that he's not in a big hurry to get this thing done, but I think the rest of the community, including the state, is ready to move forward on his case. So this one's going to be interesting to see, and I'm going to be looking for your comments down below. I hope that you'll take a minute and weigh in on how you feel about things. Now, a lot of people travel from all over the world in to see this thing happening with Lori Daybell in court in Boise. I wonder what's going to happen with Chad. It's going to be another huge event if, in fact, this goes to trial. So what are your comments? Put them down below. And again, from up in the mountains, hey, I'm here this weekend because we had a little bit of damage from the snow this winter and we got to do some roof repairs. But I'll be back in the saddle next week. In fact, I'm flying to New York City for some meetings, but I hope to be able to do at least on one of those nights get out a video, but I got a bunch of videos that are stacked up that are going to be coming out, so I hope you'll pay close attention. I hope you've subscribed. That way you'll get notified on what's coming down the pike, and you'll be able to get those and watch them as they come out. Hey, thanks so much for your support of Profiling Evil. And again, holy cow, a date, April Fool's Day 2024. Chad Daybell goes to trial. Hey, thanks so much for your support. Watch for us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and of course here on YouTube. And folks, check out Profiling Evil podcasts. If you like podcasts, you like something to listen to while you're driving, make sure you check out Profiling Evil podcasts on your favorite podcast platform. And from all of us at Profiling Evil, thanks so much for your support. We'll see you soon at the next crime scene.